In a world grappling with environmental challenges, permaculture emerges as a beacon of hope. It is a design system that draws inspiration from nature to create sustainable human settlements. Permaculture goes beyond organic gardening. It encompasses all aspects of our lives, from food production to energy use and social systems. By understanding and applying permaculture principles, we can create a future where humans and nature thrive in harmony. This video will delve into advanced permaculture principles to provide a comprehensive understanding of this transformative approach to sustainable living. One of the core principles of permaculture is the utilization of renewable resources. Unlike fossil fuels, which are finite and polluting, renewable resources replenish naturally. Solar energy, wind power, hydroelectricity, and biomass are just a few examples. By harnessing these resources, we can reduce our reliance on fossil fuels and minimize our environmental impact. Imagine a home with solar panels on the roof, generating clean electricity. A nearby wind turbine complements the energy supply, ensuring a consistent power source. The house is designed with passive solar heating and cooling in mind, reducing energy consumption. This is a glimpse into a future powered by renewable resources. In nature, there is no such thing as waste. Every output from one system becomes an input for another. Permaculture adopts this principle by emphasizing waste reduction and recycling. By composting food scraps and yard waste, we can create nutrient-rich soil amendments. Grey water from showers and sinks can be used to irrigate plants. A practical example of this principle is the use of worm farms. These systems utilize worms to break down organic waste, producing valuable compost. The worms themselves can be used as a protein source for livestock or even human consumption. By embracing zero-waste practices, we can minimize our environmental impact and create a closed-loop system where resources are continuously cycled. Nature is replete with patterns that have evolved over millions of years. Permaculture designers observe these patterns and incorporate them into their designs. By understanding how water flows, how the sun moves across the sky, and how ecosystems function, we can create systems that are both elegant and functional. Consider the design of a permaculture garden. Instead of straight rows, the garden beds are curved, mimicking natural contours. This design slows down water runoff, preventing erosion and maximizing water absorption. Trees are strategically planted to provide shade during the hottest parts of the day, reducing water evaporation. By observing and mimicking natural patterns, we can create systems that are resilient, productive, and aesthetically pleasing. Integration over segregation is key to fostering biodiversity and resilience. By blending different plant species together, we create a dynamic ecosystem that supports a wide range of life forms. This approach not only enhances the health of the plants, but also the soil and the surrounding environment. In conventional agriculture, monoculture, the practice of growing a single crop over a large area is common. While this method can be efficient for large-scale production, it often leads to significant drawbacks. The lack of diversity in monoculture systems can deplete soil nutrients and make crops more vulnerable to environmental stresses. This practice, however, makes crops vulnerable to pests and diseases. When a single type of plant dominates an area, it creates a perfect breeding ground for pests and pathogens that specialize in that crop. This can lead to increased use of chemical pesticides, which further harms the ecosystem. Permaculture, on the other hand, emphasizes diversity. This method involves designing agricultural systems that mimic the natural ecosystems. By incorporating a variety of plants, permaculture gardens can support a more balanced and self-sustaining environment. By planting a variety of crops, we can create a more resilient system that is less susceptible to pests and diseases. The presence of multiple plant species can disrupt the life cycles of pests and reduce the spread of diseases, leading to healthier crops and reduced need for chemical interventions. Imagine a forest garden where fruit trees, shrubs, herbs, and vegetables grow together in harmony. This type of garden not only provides a variety of food sources, but also creates a habitat for wildlife, promoting biodiversity at multiple levels. The diversity of plant life attracts beneficial insects that help control pests. Ladybugs, bees, and other pollinators thrive in such environments, contributing to the health and productivity of the garden. The different root systems access nutrients at various depths, maximizing soil fertility. Deep-rooted plants bring up nutrients from the lower layers of the soil, while shallow-rooted plants prevent soil erosion and improve soil structure. By integrating different elements, we create a system that is more than the sum of its parts. This holistic approach not only enhances productivity, but also fosters a resilient and sustainable agricultural ecosystem that can withstand environmental challenges. The power of observation learning from nature's wisdom. Before implementing any design, permaculture practitioners spend time observing the site. This involves understanding the local climate, soil conditions, water availability, and existing plant and animal life. By carefully observing, we can identify patterns, opportunities, and potential challenges. For example, by observing the direction of the prevailing wind, we can strategically plant trees to create windbreaks, protecting crops and reducing heating costs. By understanding the movement of the sun, we can optimize solar energy systems. Observation is the foundation of successful permaculture design. From theory to practice, implementing permaculture in everyday life. Permaculture principles can be applied not only in large-scale projects, but also in our everyday lives. Whether you have a small balcony or a large backyard, there are countless ways to incorporate permaculture. Even small changes can make a big difference. Start by composting your food scraps. Grow your own herbs and vegetables in containers or raised beds. Install a rain barrel to collect rainwater for irrigation. Choose energy-efficient appliances and reduce your reliance on fossil fuels. By making conscious choices and implementing permaculture principles, we can create a more sustainable and fulfilling life. The transformative power of permaculture, creating a better world. Permaculture is a holistic approach to designing sustainable and self-sufficient systems that work in harmony with the natural world. It is about creating environments that are resilient, productive, and beneficial for all living beings. Permaculture is more than just a set of design principles, it is a philosophy for living in harmony with nature. It encourages us to observe and learn from the natural ecosystems around us, to understand the intricate relationships between plants, animals, and humans. By adopting permaculture practices, we can create a world that is more sustainable, equitable, and fulfilling. These practices include growing our own food using renewable energy sources, and building communities that support each other and the environment. Permaculture empowers us to become active participants in creating a better future for ourselves and generations to come. It teaches us to be resourceful, to use what we have wisely, and to work together to solve problems. It fosters a deep connection with nature, reminding us that we are a part of something larger than ourselves. This connection brings a sense of peace and fulfillment, knowing that our actions are contributing to the health of the planet. It encourages us to think holistically, recognizing the interconnectedness of all living systems. By understanding these connections, we can make more informed decisions that benefit both people and the environment. Permaculture is a journey of continuous learning and growth, as we strive to create a world where humans and nature can thrive together. It is about building a future that is not only sustainable, but also regenerative, where we give back more than we take. Conclusion: embracing permaculture for a sustainable future. The advanced permaculture principles discussed in this essay offer a roadmap for creating a more sustainable and harmonious future. By harnessing renewable resources, embracing zero-waste practices, and focusing on the health of our ecosystems, we can make a significant impact. Permaculture encourages us to look at the world through a lens of abundance and possibility, rather than scarcity and limitation. Designing from patterns to details, we can create landscapes that are not only beautiful, but also functional and self-sustaining. This approach allows us to work with nature, rather than against it, fostering a deep connection with the land and its natural rhythms. By integrating rather than segregating, we can develop systems where plants, animals, and humans coexist in a mutually beneficial relationship. This holistic approach ensures that every element in the system supports and enhances the others, leading to greater resilience and productivity. We can create systems that are resilient, productive, and in balance with nature. Permaculture gardens, with their diverse plantings and natural pest control methods, exemplify how we can cultivate abundance while preserving the health of our ecosystems. Permaculture is not just a set of techniques, it is a way of life. It invites us to rethink our relationship with the earth and to adopt practices that are regenerative and restorative. By working together as families and communities, we can share knowledge and skills, fostering a culture of sustainability. It is a call to action to become conscious stewards of our planet. Through community cleanup events, tree planting, and other sustainable practices, we can make a tangible difference in our local environments. And to create a future where humans and nature can coexist and thrive. Imagine a world where our children grow up in harmony with nature, where wildlife flourishes alongside human habitats, and where green spaces are cherished and protected. Let us embrace the principles of permaculture. By educating ourselves and others, we can spread the knowledge and practices that will lead to a more sustainable world, and work together to create a world that is truly sustainable for generations to come. Through collective effort and a shared vision, we can build a future where both people and the planet prosper.